acquaintance.
I will excurse a little and will tell some facts about myself. I was born and grew in the Soviet Union. Since childhood we were taught that neither God nor angels exists. And after the falling off of the Soviet Union I continued to think the same way. I considered that the modern educated person can't recognize the existence of God. I was a materialist and believed only in what I could see or touch myself. I had the higher technical education, life experience, a storage of knowledge, books, the TV, communication with other people. But after that dream I wasn't so confident anymore in my correctness. I tried to argue logically. Let's say the guardian angel exists as real, as I exist both with my numerous small and large problems. But I thought of my problems earlier as well. I had no even the slightest concept about any guardian angel. I didn't guess about its existence, and anything similar to this didn't happen to me. Neither in a dream, nor in reality, I didn't hear any voices, but today, it had taken place. But why had it happened exactly today? How could it happen to me that I talked to the invisible being in a dream? In the morning I went to work, but all my thoughts were of that strange dream and the conversation with someone or something. Questions were floated in my mind one by one, and then I heard accurately the familiar voice, very reminding that one from my dream.
By means of the thoughts. You don't open a mouth right now too. The energy of your thoughts come to me, especially if it is very strong. Today is just such case. In your thoughts, I heard the despair shout.
During our conversation I didn't say a word. Of course I read a fantasy where it was described that people communicate by means of telepathy. And in the future people will be able to communicate only by means of thought transference. But the fantasy is just an invention, the fairy tale. The far future also don't interested me much. But what happens to me is not an invention. Is it possible I will be able to communicate with the invisible being so simply and to receive answers to my questions? All the questions which haunted my mind long ago floated in my mind at once. Where did our world come from, and why did it appear? Whether its appearance is casual or not. How is this world arranged? Under what laws does it exist and develop? Where did a person come from on Earth? Whether there were real ancient civilizations on Earth or they are just legends and inventions. Whether there are other worlds and whether there is life on them. Whether there are other worlds, and whether there is life on them. Why are there earthquakes, floods and hurricanes on Earth, if it is a blind whim of the nature, or it is a regularity, after all? Why many people don't hear each other and sank into the mire of envy, self-interest, hatred and cruelty? Why don't parents understand their children, and the children don't understand their parents? Why to kill the person is as simple as to swat a fly? Why is the destiny so unfair to the person? Why are bastards healthy and live in luxury, but honest people are sick and vegetate in poverty? In what is the mission of the person, and in what is the sense of his life? Whether there is the highest justice, and if it exists, what is its gist? There recurred an answer to the memory.
What a nimble man you are. You are either skeptical about my existence, or you want to receive answers to all your questions at once. Now it is time for me to leave. If you want to receive answers to your questions, instead of constantly aching about little things, ask well that I heard you.
Such switch of our conversation became a pleasant surprise for me. I was lost in daydreams that my curiosity will be satisfied, but my interlocutor leaves. When will I learn what torments me long ago?
We will meet soon.
And how should I call you?
Very simply, call me the teacher. I surely will hear you. For this purpose, your sincere desire to learn something is quite enough.
Curiously enough, but after such unusual communication, my mood improved dramatically. Daily cares began to seem small and of little notice. It was thought for some reason that there will be a new sense in my life soon. I began to wait with impatience when my unexpected teacher will start communicating with me again.
Acquaintance continuation.
That day I came home from work in good mood. I even wasn't tired. I attributed it to my unusual communication. At night I slept soundly. I didn't see any dreams, but in the small hours, literally before a wake-up call, I hear something like someone is whispering to my ear.
Today we again will communicate to you.
I didn't manage to ask in a dream when it will occur as the alarm clock rang out. Usual morning before the leaving for work began. But the phrase heard before my awakening remained in my memory. For work I usually go by the underground very early in the morning, and at this time there aren't many passengers. Sometimes I read a newspaper on my way, but more often I like to doze a little. The carriage slightly rocks on rail track, and I am gradually hummed to sleep. Unexpectedly I hear a familiar voice.
Don't oversleep your stop.
Immediately I open my eyes widely. My drowsiness vanished as if by magic. In my mind's eye I began to ask questions to the invisible interlocutor at once. How often can you communicate with me? May I see you? Right there I received the answer.
Though every day, but to see me, it is necessary to switch your imagination.
I will explain that the imagination works at me rather well. I tried to imagine the interlocutor, but didn't manage to present the invisible being.
Imagine the middle-aged person in white clothes like a shapeless garment, and with slightly extended fair hair, who is levitated over your head.
Right there I imagined such a person, especially as I had some acquaintances with such appearance.
Your imagination is not bad, but I can accept any shape I'd like.
The answer confused me a little. From where did my teacher know how good imagination I had?
I can read your mind. Your thoughts are like an open book for me. You still thought nothing, and I have already read your mind. I even know of what you were thinking while looking at that red-haired slim girl.
Frankly speaking, I looked at the red girl one eye, but didn't think anything special. And in general, red-haired girls are not my cup of tea. At this time my stop was declared, and I went for work. I couldn't work quietly. I had sneaking feeling that I was simply spied for. Can it be true the teacher really knows all my thoughts? Is that possible? Thus I became nervous a little. I am a cultural person and I try to be polite in communication with other people. But frankly speaking, I do not always have control over my thoughts. Earlier I thought that anybody can learn them. However, after the latest events I wasn't confident about it. On the way home I reasoned of it. If the teacher really reads my mind, how he manages to do it? The answer was heard in my head instantly.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Yes, he simply pulls my leg. I thought,
Don't cheer, but bring up. It comes with my job, to bring you up and talk like a Dutch uncle.
I'm already adult, so it's late to bring me up. I have already brought up my children.
It's not important. How old are you or your children? While you are alive, I will bring up you even if you will be 100 years old. As they say, don't bring up the kids. All the same, they will be similar to you. Bring up yourself.
I mentally laughed and didn't notice at all how reached my house. The voice disappeared. Probably, the teacher has got certain time and a place for the education. And at home I have to bring up others.